What's up, guys? Welcome to the next DLC review video. And today we'll be reviewing Man the Guns. So, Man the Guns has four main focus trees. It has the UK, it has the US, it has the Netherlands, and it also has Mexico. So, there's two new focus trees, and then there's the revamped focus trees, the UK and US. And there's a whole new naval system, which is really cool. So, first of all, for the UK, I don't believe this was here before, but you can form the Imperial Federation. All of this is pretty much the same, I'm pretty sure. Before it would go steady as she goes, and then home defense and all of this. So this is all the same, but I'm pretty sure global defense is new. For global defense, you can, instead of getting a bunch of war goals against fascists and communists, you can actually you can put Winston Churchill into power, and you can get this really good idea or national spirit called no further appeasement, which lets you get war goals pretty much at any tension. Um, like later in the game, which is when you'll mostly be fighting, you can get a lot of war goals since the world tension will be super high, and it just limits. It decreases your limit on all these things, so you can remain democratic, but you can actually fight. You can get some industry with these military factories. You can get war goals against all the oil exporters and claims, which is pretty cool. You can you can either enforce the naval treaties, or you can balance the power and give war goals against major Europeans that have caused more than 10% world tension. That's a pretty cool path. You can also, which is completely new, you can change your ideology, which is pretty cool. You can either empower the king, and you can go after Italy, seek out an alliance with Germany, or don't. You can fight the Soviets. Once you do this path, all of your dominions will break away from you, which is pretty cool. I think that's realistic. That would definitely happen if the UK was failing. I'm sure they'd have rebellions. When you do this, you can take them back over. You can get a war goal into the US, and I'm pretty sure you can also get cores on Ireland and maybe even Canada. Yeah, you can puppet Japan and get a war goal. You can get this great naval buff and increase your conscription. So this is all very good. You can organize the black shirts, and you can choose to ally with Italy, get factories, and um, either form an alliance with Spain or take them over, and then finally take over Germany. And you can also, it looks like, go communist, and you can either join the Comintern, and you can take over the U.S., or you can be your own path, and you can force the Europeans to start decolonizing, or you can ally with them if they're communist, and you can either cooperate with the Soviets or start taking them over, and then take over Germany, and you can fix your factory output, or you can get better factory output. This is actually, in my opinion, one of the coolest communist paths in the game. I feel like in Hearts of Iron, the communist paths just generally aren't that good, but I feel like this is pretty cool. The only place this is really lacking, I feel like, is in the fascist path. I mean, it's just not very interesting. I mean, yeah. But other than that, it still is pretty interesting. Uh, Other than that, that's cool. You can also play with the Netherlands. With the Netherlands, the new focus tree, you can start working on your economy, and you can create a Dutch. You can either create a Dutch economy, or you can start improving the Dutch East Indies, and you can actually get cores, or no, you can get compliance, and you can annex the Dutch East Indies if you're capitulated, which is pretty cool because you can just continue the fight. Pretty cool. You can get a bunch of industry right here, very good industry. After you abandon the gold standard, and you can either build forts against Germany on the German border, or you can build naval forts or coastal forts to protect against Britain, and you can get just a bunch of forts, just fortify your country so no one can ever get in, even your own citizens. Uh, and then you can here's like a small military branch with experience. It looks like some new advisors. There's an Air Force branch, which gives you more experience, air bases, and yeah, it looks like cost reductions, research bonuses. That's cool. You can also there's also this naval branch, which actually is pretty cool. You can increase your fuel capacity. You can start building a huge navy with either cruisers or submarines, and yeah, just it looks like really just start building a big navy, which is really cool. You can also, of course, which is the good part, is you can work on your government. So you can either cave to the Germans, which what this means is basically the Netherlands in history, when the UK was trying to like blockade Germany from doing anything crazy, the Netherlands was used as a back door, and basically the Germans would go through the Netherlands and trade and export stuff from there. So you can either wait, that's the UK. Yeah, you can either as Netherlands, you can cater to the Germans and let them have access through you, and it looks like you get some free trade bonuses, which is cool. And then you can go fascist, and you can either form your own alliance or you can join Germany. You can unite the Benelux and get a bunch of war goals. This is pretty cool. I actually really like this fascist path. Um, you can cave to the British and go democratic. So basically, you don't let Germany in at all, which you can see as limited exports, which is cool. You can lead the minor democracies, and you can, it looks like, fortify, start a huge alliance called the European Union, and it looks like take over the major countries that are threats. You can also maintain trade neutrality, and you can reinstate the monarchy and bring back the queen, which is pretty cool. I can't even see, but yeah, you can. It looks like get manpower by going to Wilhelmism. Since throughout history, Kaiser Wilhelm from the First World War was exiled into the Netherlands, you can start, I guess, bringing people who support the Kaiser into your country. So that's cool. You can proclaim the fourth ally if, if I guess, looks like, yeah, if you're at World War II, then you can be the fourth ally, which is interesting. Um, get a bunch of naval superiority, and just you can build a huge navy, I guess, with the Netherlands, which is cool. You can also beef up your industry, and you can have a united Netherlands, and also I think the buffer state proposal is where you can like have the allies demand Germany make like a puppet for you out of I think Westfalen and Weser Ems and maybe the Rhineland to protect you from Germany, which is very cool. I went into the UK history again. So yeah, that's actually very interesting. I've never. This is one of the most interesting, like, single focuses. But yeah, you can, even as a monarchist, you can join the Allies, and you know, you can become an American protectorate, or you can give the West Indies to America to become an American protectorate. Yeah, you can request favors from the Allies. It's pretty cool. Also, there is Mexico. Good old Mexico. So, Mexico at the start of the game does not have a good industry, like, at all. So, yeah, you can build up a good industry by building infrastructure and factories. You can get less consumer goods. Party of the Revolution, it looks like, become communist. Which is actually cool because it's in the industrial branch instead of its own, um, you know, political branch. Like they're pretty combined at this like the same level. which is cool. You can get building slots. You can start building up your military. Yeah, you can get more military expansion. You can try and build a navy. That'll be pretty hard, but you can try. You can, looks like, get some resource rights. This gives war goals on you if you this gives, I think, the UK and US war goals if you take away the resource rights of the oil in your country. So you get back the oil, but I mean, at what cost? So yeah, you can become democratic and join the Allies and the US. It looks like you can also just try and um, ally with the Soviets or the Germans. And at the very bottom of this focus tree, which I will also do these other paths, but at the bottom of the focus tree, you get a bunch of focuses, a bunch of expansion war goals, which is pretty cool. You can create this huge empire, and you can eventually get a bunch of cores, which is pretty cool. You can also, looks like, you can go fascist, you can go communist. I mean, it would honestly be pretty easy to go fascist or communist, like in history, because Mexico was just so unstable, which is also why there's most of the time a civil war. And there's always a civil war when you're playing a non-historical, pretty much. But yeah, you can arrest or support General Cadillo, which it'll give you more stability and war support, but General Cadillo will give you, he's an advisor. Yeah, so you can choose to, it looks like, get another research slot. And this is cool because you can get another research slot here than what you would get here. But you can also still go down here through the industry branch. So that's pretty cool. But you can also looks like have a Catholic and a Democratic Democratic government, or you can go fascist with the Legion of Christ, and you can just try and convert everyone to this fascist Christianity. So that's pretty cool. You can also take in some refugees from the Spanish Civil War, and you can form an alliance with yeah, I guess either, not sure, with the Hispanic countries or also the Hispanic countries. I'm confused about that, but yeah, you can take over the Soviets and make sure they don't interfere with your own communist revolution. And yeah, it's pretty cool. Looks like if you support General Cadillo, oh, I don't know, but yeah, so that's Mexico. There's also the U.S. Good old U.S. of A. All of this is just the same. Nothing's changed here. There's continue the New Deal. All this is the same. But there's also suspend the persecution, where you can actually go communist, which is pretty cool. This will this will start a civil war, but you can decolonize and force others to decolonize. And yeah, looks like get a really good economy. Yeah, just be communist, and you can actually ally with the Soviets or the Chinese. Well, communist Chinese, and yeah, you can try and end all these European monarchies. And before, it used to be continue the New Deal and just the Neutrality Act, but now there's also limited intervention, where you can actually choose to intervene in world affairs. And looks like it'll be harder to fix your economy, but you will be able to interfere in world politics. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, you can get a research slot at the end, and also, yeah, of course, there's the fascist branch, where you reestablish the gold standard after FDR is gone, and yeah, you can make America first. You can put in some laws that try and restrict the voting, and you can ally with the silver shirts, and then get ready for the Civil War. And then over here, you can actually try and take over the entire world, which is really cool. You can gain cores on I'm pretty sure all of North America. And yeah, you can just try and take over the whole world, which is one of the only countries to be able to do that. I think one of the last features is, let me find it. There's the ships. Yes, and you can edit them, and you can have all these different templates that you design. Here, I'll just come to a cruiser, and you can choose to add like hangars for planes, which you can actually have airports on this, and you can add anti-air and just everything you like. You can just customize it to your heart's content. And let me see. I guess you can't see, but um, I guess wait, do we have a cruiser or a carrier? Okay, I'm not sure, but on carriers you can have your ships. Hey, we do have a carrier. You can have your ships, or your planes on your carrier, so that's pretty cool. You can also set a pride of the fleet. So the pride of the fleet, it gives you war support. If it is taken down, I think you'll lose stability and war support. But this is like your your most important ship. I mean, it's the pride of your fleet. So yeah, pretty cool. Um, yeah, so you can have everything. You can customize your ships however you want, and you can set a pride of the fleet. So that's pretty cool. Now I'll just rate all the focus trees. So the UK, I like this focus tree. It's probably like 9 out of 10. I really like this monarchist path here. Yeah, 9 out of 10. Netherlands, it's interesting. It's pretty interesting, but there's just not that much to do. Like most other, even minor countries, focus trees have. Uh, so yeah, I put it like a 6 out of 10. I mean, it's just not great. Maybe 7 out of 10. Mexico, this is probably probably a 9. No, probably like a 6 out of 10. I just don't think it's that interesting. 6 or 7. Um, yeah, it might even be an 8 just because of this small portion down here. The U.S. This focus tree is like probably an 8. Yeah, it's an 8 or 9. It's good. And this new naval expansion is, 10 out of 10. Very needed. But yeah. So if you're going to get a DLC, this is a great option. I would first get Man the Gun, or not Man the Guns, No Step Back. Because most No Step Back does add a lot of cool focus trees, but after that, this would be the next one that you should get. Well, thank you for watching. If you like this video, share it with a friend, and and if you feel so inclined, please subscribe. Uh, Thank you for watching. Bye.